Let's make 4 Instant Pot semi-homemade meals. These meals come together really quickly and they use store-bought ingredients. It's going to be really fun, so let's get started. Today we're going to start out with a really easy meal that you really don't need anything for. It's Instant Pot Kraft mac and cheese. Now this is a no drain method, so it's really nice for those who cannot drain things, who are living in small spaces, who don't have colanders, or just someone who wants a really simple and easy meal. So let's get started. This is my favorite no drain Instant Pot Kraft mac and cheese because it is so easy. I tested this recipe like 5 times to make sure that the ratio was perfect so that it was no drain and the noodles were cooked perfectly. So start with 1.5 cups of water, take out the cheese sauce, we don't need that quite yet, and then add your noodles. Now let's stir this, and all we're gonna do is cook. Make sure your knob is set to sealing, and we are going to cook this for 3 minutes with a 3-minute natural pressure release. Our mac and cheese has been naturally releasing pressure for 3 minutes and it's perfect. So to this, I'm just adding the recommended amount of butter and milk. And my secret to amazing mac and cheese is to use half and half or heavy cream instead of the milk. It makes it way creamy. And now just mix. You might have to break up some of the noodles. That's totally normal, but as you can see, we don't need to drain anything. This kind of makes it taste like easy mac because it's absorbing all those starches that otherwise would be drained out when you drain it, but it still tastes so good and it's really easy. And there you go, 1 pot, no drain, easy Kraft mac and cheese. This next dish is Instant Pot Margherita pasta, and if you've never had marinated mozzarella balls before, these things are amazing. The only thing is I recommend that you buy them at a big box store like Costco or Sam's Club because they are like literally half the price there versus a small container at the grocery store, but they are amazing and they make this meal come together really quickly. I really like making this Margherita pasta in the summertime, but it's also really nice in the winter because it's so fresh and it's easy. I really like serving this meal in the summertime because obviously you can have fresh tomatoes and fresh basil from your garden if you have it. However, in the winter it's really nice too because if you're already having the mozzarella balls for a party or charcuterie board or something, you can have them and just make a really simple, light and quick meal at home in the winter time when we have so many other heavy foods that we love to eat in the winter as well. This one is a total favorite of mine. We're going to start with 1.5 cups of water, half a cup of white cooking wine. This just adds like really good flavor. 1 teaspoon of some minced onion flakes, a 1/4 teaspoon of some crushed red pepper flakes for some spice, and some salt and pepper. To this, we're gonna add 8 ounces of angel hair pasta, and this is like some half length that I already found at the store. I've never heard of that before, but this is nice for our purposes because regular angel hair pasta would not fit in the Instant Pot, so I always break it in half anyways. So what I do is I take the pasta and then I just scatter it a little bit like that, and then I go in the opposite direction and just scatter it in. Then just take the noodles and then crisscross them like this so then they don't clump up as easily. To this, I'm adding 2.5 cups of cherry tomatoes. And I actually had these ones in the freezer that I didn't use this summer, so I'm also going to add these in, just frozen, okay? And that's all we need to put in the Instant Pot. I'm going to put the lid on and then we're going to cook this for 2 minutes on high pressure with a quick release. Let's finish up this Margherita pasta. So after a quick release, we're going to just take off the lid. And I like to just give it a little fluff to kind of break up the noodles a little bit. Oh, it smells so good. You might have some clumped up noodles like that, but that's okay. You can just kind of chop them up a little bit. The tomatoes break up a little bit like that and kind of turn into a sauce. It's delicious. And to this, we're going to add 2 cups of the marinated mozzarella balls and a little bit of the reserved oil. So there's just a little bit in there. It's usually seasoned. That's why I like to add just a little bit. And we also have some fresh basil that I'm just going to tear up and add in. It is so fresh and so good. You have to have the fresh basil, but you can get like a fresh basil plant in the produce section of your grocery store. I just got this one at Walmart. Now mix it together, and how amazing does that look? The mozzarella balls, when they get warm, they get really like chewy and oh, they're so good. And there's your Margherita pasta. I like to Serve mine with a crack of fresh black pepper, some Parmesan cheese if you like. And this is totally optional, but if you like balsamic glaze like I do, this stuff is freaking so good on this pasta. You can do a little drizzle of that. And there you go. This is so good. This next dish is really popular with my kids and like a ton of other people. They really like this one. It's Instant Pot Ramen Stir Fry. So it's kind of like reminiscent of that home ec meal that you made in junior high or high school, where it's ramen but it has noodles, where it's ramen but you also have vegetables. You have a couple more ingredients that really take it over the edge. If you want to add some protein like an egg or some meat that you have in the fridge, totally go for it. It's really easy. This recipe is also in my cookbook. It's my Instant Pot Cooking for One cookbook. I'll link right here. It has 175 recipes that are single serving Instant Pot meals. It is awesome and I know you'll love it. To make the ramen noodle stir fry, we're going to do 1 package of ramen, and I like to kind of just break it up a little bit. Add 1 cup of water, 1 cup of veggie stir fry. I'm using 1.5 cups. Then a 1/4 teaspoon of some minced garlic or some garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of sesame seeds, a 1/4 teaspoon of soy sauce, a 1/4 teaspoon of sesame oil, and 1/2 teaspoon of the seasoning packet it came with. It's about half. If you want to add the whole thing and add an additional cup of water, then you'll have like a ramen soup. And that's all you have to do. So you put the lid on, make sure that the lid is on and in the sealing position, and then we will just pressure cook this for only 1 minute with a quick release. After the 1 minute cook time, you just do a quick release by releasing the steam and waiting for it to come down. And then you just want to stir it together and give it just a second to kind of absorb the rest of the liquid, and then you are ready to eat. And there you have it. It does thicken a little bit as it cools, and you can add, like I said, anything you want to this, and you have a really yummy, simple, easy Instant Pot ramen stir fry. This last one is really nice for a really busy weeknight. It's Instant Pot pasta and meatballs. It's not spaghetti, but like you can use any kind of pasta. Today we're using penne and bow tie noodles. You just throw it all together and it's a 1-pot meal. You don't have to strain anything. It's super simple. Okay, to begin our spaghetti and meatballs, we are going to turn our Instant Pot on saute mode, so it's getting nice and hot right now. And you can skip this step if you want, but it just adds a little bit extra flavor. I'm just adding a couple cups of frozen meatballs, and I'm just going to saute them in some olive oil to get a little bit of flavor and crisp. Okay, so this will just take a couple minutes. After the meatballs brown a little bit like this, then we can add the rest of the ingredients. And like I said, this step is optional. It's just if you want to add a little bit of extra flavor by browning the meatballs. Turn off your Instant Pot, and then we're going to add 1 pound of noodles. I am using a combination of penne noodles and bow tie because I had 2 half-open containers. As long as they cook for about the same amount of time, it's fine. Next, add a 24-ounce jar of your favorite spaghetti sauce, and then add 1 jar's worth of water. I just fill up the spaghetti sauce jar with water and try and get it on the edge so we can get it underneath the meatballs and not quite on top of the sauce. If you would like, you can also add a couple extra seasonings. I've just got some Italian seasoning, and I'm gonna do a little bit of garlic powder, and then pat down the noodles. Make sure that they are fully submerged in the water, but you don't want to get this tomato sauce on the bottom of the pot, otherwise it could burn. My general rule of thumb is to take half the amount of time recommended on the box for the noodle cook time and then minus 1 minute. So this one I'm gonna do 7 minutes. We're gonna do 6 minutes on high pressure with a quick release. After the cook time, make sure you do a quick release. And this is what it looks like. You can give this a stir. If you have a little bit of liquid left in your pot, that's totally normal. It will absorb in just a couple minutes. Just let it sit for just a minute. If you feel like your noodles are not cooked enough, what you can do is just put the lid back on your Instant Pot and then let it steam through for a couple minutes using the residual heat. You don't need to pressure cook it again. Just let it steam through and the noodles will soften in about 5 minutes. And there you go, there's your 4 Instant Pot semi-homemade noodle dishes. These are so fantastic, easy, and I know you'll love them too. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, I know you're going to love my playlist right here. It's 4 Instant Pot quick and simple recipes. We've got chicken, we've got soup, we've got potato soup recipes. There's tons of them in that playlist. So make sure you go watch this video next, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.